Hello everyone, this is Stanley026 and I just want to do a quick video about AI generated graphics and deepfake. The ultimate deepfake is probably syncing lips to words that people didn't really speak, and they can be quite convincing. I've seen a few of them and they are really quite surprising. Now, there are some valid applications to that. I was listening to a radio show last week where the gentleman speaking was French. He didn't speak English, and he had a friend who did a video of him speaking in English with his words spoken in English using his voice and syncing his lips to have his image look like they were speaking words in English, even though he doesn't actually speak English. So that has some useful applications possibly for video dubbing movies, where rather than having different characters voiceover in different languages, you'd be able to use the same actor's voice, the same intonation possibly, and have the lips appear to sync with the words being spoken in whatever language it is, rather than the old way where you would often see the lips stop moving long before the person stopped talking. Now that is only one portion of AI generated graphics and video. There is completely generated fake video, which includes backgrounds and characters, and that is used sometimes to prevent identification of location or people, to disqualify the video. So if you don't know the people in the video, obviously they can't say they were never there. But an interesting article I was reading on those was that the AI generated images so far have trouble dealing with human fingers. And if you look at some of those videos or pictures, the fingers look rather odd. If you take a close look, zoom in and have a close look. The other thing is, if it's in a video, the number of fingers on the hand may change as the video is going out. The faces all look very humanoid. They look like real people. That is because they're basically generated from an amalgamation of several faces. So they look like real people. They are basically real people faces, but not of anybody actually living. Just sort of hodgepodge of people. So that's coming out more and more, and it's going to be very rampant in the 2024 election in the States. It's actually quite concerning. There is another valid application of deepfake, and that, or potentially valid, that is using movie actors after they've passed away. And some movie actors have already signed contracts with companies and provided extra video for them to be able to make the characters more realistic. Deepfake, quite accurate. And there's nothing really ethically wrong with that. The one thing is, if they can do it with the companies that have contracts with the deceased actors, there's nothing technically preventing companies that don't have a contract signed with the deceased actor to do the same thing from video available. The only thing is, it would be a legal question at that point, but probably not ethical, just legal. In the political realm, however, it's often used to make videos of people saying things they never said, would never have said, or whatever, and it can be quite difficult to tell the difference. If somebody has a speech or a rally and the video is edited to have them say stuff they never said, the people there would know the difference, but anybody else may not. And if the deepfake video was released shortly thereafter, or very quickly, it might be hard to tell from the timestamp which one actually came first. I mean, the actual video of the event might be a couple of hours before it was released, and the deepfake version could be released quite quickly, so it could potentially even be released on some sites before the actual valid video. But it is quite concerning. And then there's other things that they do when people speak in different languages. Sometimes the video is not even altered in a way. It's just that the translation to English lowercase is fake. Basically, you have some foreign dignitary speaking in whatever language, and you have the English version of what they said, either in subscript or in voiceover, which is completely different from what the figure is actually saying, and you wouldn't notice unless you know the language in which you're speaking. So that is happening more and more, and it is likely to happen more and more. So hold tight. It's going to be an interesting 2024 election in the States, and we're probably going to see some of the same stuff here in Canada later. Thank you.